a place meant for learning, can sometimes transform into a breeding ground for the unexplainable. Today, we uncover 3 disturbing true school horror stories that will leave you questioning reality. Lock the doors, turn off the lights, and prepare to be disturbed. Our first story takes us to an aging schoolhouse in the rural Midwest, a place where time seemed to stand still. It centers around room 109, a classroom steeped in unsettling energy. For decades, students and teachers alike shared whispers of strange occurrences within those 4 walls. It started subtly, a cold spot near the chalkboard, a faint whisper on the wind, shadows dancing in the corners of your vision when you turn your head too quickly. But soon, these whispers escalated into chilling accounts. The ghostly figure of a woman said to be a former teacher who met an untimely end within those very walls was often spotted late at night, grading papers at her desk, her spectral form illuminated by an ethereal glow. Footsteps echoed in the dead of night, heavy and deliberate as if someone or something was pacing the room, their unseen presence sending shivers down the spines of those who dared to listen. Objects moved mysteriously, desks rearranged overnight, textbooks tossed from shelves as if an invisible hand was toying with the very fabric of reality. Some students even claimed to hear their names being whispered from the shadows, a disembodied voice calling to them from the darkness. Whatever malevolent entity haunted room 109, it seemed to feed off the fear and curiosity of the living, growing stronger with every unexplained event. To this day, room 109 remains locked, sealed off from the rest of the school, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of the ordinary. Our next tale takes us on a school trip, a seemingly innocent adventure that transformed into a nightmare. Imagine this: a bus full of excited students eager to explore a historic landmark, their laughter echoing through the crisp autumn air. Among them was a student we'll call Emily, a bright and cheerful girl with a contagious smile. As the students disembarked and gathered for a group photo, Emily, always the adventurous one, wandered off, her eyes drawn to a secluded path that beckoned her into the woods. Her friends, preoccupied with their own conversations, barely noticed her absence at first. But as the minutes turned into an hour, a sense of unease settled over the group. Where could Emily be? The teachers, now visibly concerned, organized a search party, their calls of Emily's name echoing through the silent woods. They scoured every inch of the area, their hearts pounding with a growing sense of dread. But Emily was gone, vanished without a trace, as if she had simply ceased to exist. Years passed, and the mystery of Emily's disappearance remained unsolved. Whispers of what happened that day still circulate among the townsfolk. Some say she wandered too far and got lost, her body never recovered from the unforgiving wilderness. Others believe she stumbled upon something sinister in those woods, something that swallowed her whole and left no trace behind. The legend of the disappearing student continues to haunt the halls of the school, a chilling reminder that some mysteries are destined to remain unsolved. Chapter 3: The Cursed Yearbook. Our final story revolves around a seemingly innocuous object, a yearbook, meant to preserve memories but instead became a conduit for something far more sinister. Picture this: a group of students, bored during detention, stumbled upon an old leather-bound yearbook tucked away in a dusty corner of the library. Intrigued, they flipped through its yellowed pages, their fingers tracing the faded photographs of students from a bygone era. As they delved deeper into the book, they noticed something strange, unsettling. Many of the faces in the photographs were marred by a peculiar shadow, a darkness that seemed to cling to their eyes, their smiles now appearing grotesque and menacing. As the students continued to browse, a cold shiver ran down their spines. The air grew heavy, and a sense of unease settled over them. One by one, the students began to experience a series of strange and disturbing events. Nightmares plagued their sleep, vivid and terrifying, filled with images from the yearbook. They felt an unsettling presence following them, watching their every move. Accidents befell them, minor at first, but escalating in severity. It became clear that something evil had been unleashed from the pages of that cursed yearbook, something that fed off their fear and desperation. Desperate to break free from the curse, the students tried everything to destroy the yearbook, burning it, tearing it to shreds, even burying it in consecrated ground, but their efforts proved futile, the yearbook reappearing in the library, as if bound to the school by an unseen force. To this day, the cursed yearbook remains locked away in the school's archives, a chilling testament to the enduring power of darkness and the terrifying consequences of tampering with the unknown. These stories remind us that sometimes the scariest things are not just in our imaginations. They lurk in the shadows of the familiar, waiting for the moment to reveal themselves, to remind us that the world is a place of both wonder and terror. Stay safe, and remember to always keep an eye out for the unexplained. You never know what might be watching you from the shadows. Sweet dreams.